Hi, Megan. Glad to have you with me today. Hope you're keeping cool. I'm going to give it one more minute and then I'm going to start. Because this is saved onto Facebook, you can watch it later, and I know some people do, so I hate to have too much of a quiet lag at the start, but a little is necessary. So we'll give it one more second. Well, one more minute, really. I'm hoping the sound is okay today. I'm using the external microphone again, so we don't have the no sound that we had a couple weeks ago. Okay. Well, welcome to Tea at 2 with Reverend Jen. And I am here in my study at the Congregational Church of Littleton, located on King Street in Littleton, Massachusetts. And today it's another hot day, so I do not have hot tea today. I do have a seltzer, and that stays pretty much on my desk the whole day. So I wanted to share just a random item from my office, because I am starting this new ministry in Littleton in the middle of a pandemic, which means that we can't have big gatherings here so that I can get to know you, and I can't have big gatherings so you can get to know me. And we are sort of making this up as we go along. You've never welcomed a pastor in the middle of a pandemic before, and I've never started a ministry in the middle of a pandemic before. So I figured this is one way that I can just put myself out there, tell you a little bit more about myself and some of the things I have in my study here at the church and why I have them. So last week, I showed the painting that my dad had done and my brother sent to me when I started my ministry here. This week, I want to show you something slightly less interesting. Okay, you ready? But it's an important item, and here it is. This little bell is on the shelf behind me, and it's not, contrary to what you might think, it's not there so that people can walk in and ring for service when they walk into my study. No. It is here because I use it when I teach improvisational comedy and improv for clergy, and it's a really great tool to use. Let me tell you how I use it. So as the class progresses and we're trying different techniques, learning different things, what I might do in an improv class is use the bell as a signal for us that things need to change. Okay, example. If a group of people, two people, let's say, are doing a scene together, and one of the people in the scene says, well, that's a really great looking dog, and then I ring the bell, it means that they have to change that line. So instead of saying, well, that's a really great looking dog, they might have to say, well, that's a really great looking platypus. That's a really great looking zebra. That's a really great looking kraken. You get the idea. So the bell is a tool that I use when I teach to help folks hear, okay, we've got to switch it up. We've got to switch it up. We've got to switch it up. It's also useful for timing, but really that's the game that I love to use this bell for, because you never know when I'm going to ring it and when you're going to have to start over again or try something different. And again, for me in ministry, this is a great reminder that no 2 days will ever be the same in ministry. It's a great reminder that the line or the thing that worked at one point needs to get switched up. It's a reminder that you can't walk in the same river twice, that every day something about us has changed, our knowledge has changed, our emotions have changed, the world around us has changed, and every day, it changes. We have to keep changing it. And so this is the bell that is in my study here on the shelf. I do use it for teaching improv, but sometimes it comes out for church council meetings or other things like that too, just so we can remember that we've got to keep moving. We have to keep changing and moving forward in our faith, in our lives, in all the things that we do. So that is today's random item from the shelves in my study. To that note, and because that is such an ordinary random thing on the shelf, it's not something with great emotional significance for me, like the painting last week, or an object of great depth like a communion chalice or anything like that. It's just this ordinary bell. I couldn't even tell you where I found it or got it. It's just this random piece of equipment. But it also reminds us that God is with us in all of the random and ordinary things. So I want to share with you again from the great theologian Howard Thurman. This is from the book, The Centering Moment. And he wrote this about the ordinary. We seek to bring together all of the fragments of our lives, the wide diversities of interests, with the quiet hope that they may all be seen as one event, one experience, one life. We seek meaning for the commonplace, for the ordinary, for the nondescript. We seek strength to walk the ordinary path, to do the ordinary task. We seek wisdom to live fully, that our minds and our spirits may be filled with a quiet tranquility, that we may walk with dignity and meaning in our way, on our street, in our home, in our tasks, by the light in our hearts and by the light in the sky. And he offers this prayer. We ask of thee, O God, no miracles, no vast upturning of life in startling dimensions. We seek simple assurance that will absorb the weariness of the daily round, that will give lift to the ordinary way. Confident, our Father, that thou art very close to us, closer than breathing. Tutor us that we may trust thy nearness and be lifted up and strengthened. Amen. So thanks again for tuning in and sharing this brief moment with me. Patricia, Pat, welcome. Glad to have you. Brad, glad that you're here too. And to all the folks who are going to be watching this later on, not live, glad you found this as well. And as you go through the rest of your day and the rest of your week, remember that the ordinary is important, and God is also found not just in the extraordinary moments, but in all of the moments of our lives, all of the moments of our days, every second. Amen. So go in peace, friends. I will be back Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for our online virtual worship service, and I hope that you will join me then. Take care and God bless. Bye.